Labdien visiem! Es gribētu varbūt zālē, lai paceļ rokas tie, kas pirms šīs konferences zināja, ka Ramirentam ir veidņi. Kad ir veidņi, kuri zināja? Tā, lai tīri var saprast. Okay? Ir arī, kas nezina. Labi, paldies. Pateicos jums. Tātad, pa pieredzi, es savu slaidus sadalīju, nezinu, no 100 uz 20, un man atbrauc arī Andrejas Gugelmērs no Hjunebek pārstāv. Viņam bija 54 slaidi, vakar viņas noīsinājām uz 10, bet es centīšos ātri. Tātad, ko tad mēs sagaidām? Ļoti daudz šodien izskanēja tas, kad ir, no sākumā pieprasīt BKA ir daļa, kas ir diezgan labi izstrādāta. Tad jāsaprot tās iespējas, jāparāda referents, lai mēs zinām, kādu rezultātu mēs gribam panākt. Arī jābrīna par riskiem, kāda ir iespējama. Kaut kas nav aprakstīts, tehnoloģija, laikapstākļi, jebkas. Izmaksas, kas ir ļoti svarīgs faktors, un, principā tas ir, ja tu gribi kvalitatīvu, tad rēķinies ar augstām izmaksām, jebkurā gadījumā. Nevar apvienot tos 3 faktorus, tur laiks, tur kvalitāte un vēl izmaksas. Nē, tos tur vienmēr kāds paraus uz leju kaut ko. Sagatavošanās process, tehnoloģija, laikapstākļi un rezultāts. Tātad, populārākā veidņa sistēma izvēle Latvijā redzamajam betonam, standarta sienu paneļi. Šajā gadījumā šie sienu paneļi ir ar plastikātu virsmu. Tie nav standarta finieru virsma. Tad, tas ir tāds lētākais variants, ko izmanto. Īpaši, ja noliktavā piesaka nomainīt virsmu, pirms mēs sūtam uz objektu. Tad ir standarta sienu paneļi apšūt ar finieru. Tur kāds apšūja 9 mm, kāds ir 12 mm finieru. Un H20 sijas, kas ir salīdzinoši dārgs un laikietilpīgs risinājums, bet ļoti kvalitatīvs. Rasējuma izstrāde. Šos rasējumus mēs izstrādājam uz vietas kopā, kā jau minēja, ar Hjunebek, principā, ejot cauri Hjunebek referencēm, atsaucēm un tā tālāk. Šīs nav domāts kā redzamais betons, šis projekts. Vienkārši viņš ir labi izdevies, kāds viņu paskatīsies kā redzamo betonu, kāds uz to skatīsies, tur ir tomēr poriņi, vai tur ir vēl kaut kas. Kā mēs skatāmies, un kā jau arī Didzis pirms tam minēja, kad mēs katrs traktējam viņu savādāk, bet mums ir jāsaprot, uz kādu rezultātu mēs gribam. Un katram tas rezultāts arī ir vēlms, ir dažāds. Viens grib, lai izskatās pēc iespējas raibāk un sarežģītāk, viens grib, lai ir gluds kā spogulis, ka var pieiet klāt un paspoguļoties, kas ir izdarāms. Materiāla sagatavošana noliktavā. Tas arī ļoti svarīgi. Pirms mēs izsniedzam uz objektu veidņus, mums ir jāsaprot, ko mēs viņam dodam. Ar kādu kvalitāti atnāk pārbauda, projektu vadītājs, atbildīgā persona no noliktavas un tā tālāk. Tātad, tas ir ļoti svarīgi. Arī klients var atbraukt pārliecināties, pasūtītājs var atbraukt pārliecināties, kas tam tur būs galā. Jo katrs krāpiņa uz veidņu virsmas, tas viss atspoguļojās uz sienas. Pat lapu, ko mēs esam noņēmuši rudenī no veidņu virsmas, mēs viņu noņemam, bet viņi paliks uz sienas, kad jau tiks iebetonēts. Un noņemts veidņus, mēs redzēsim, ka tur ir bijusi koka lapa, kas ir ļoti interesanti. Žēl, ka man nav tāds piemērs. Ļoti daudz bildes un tā tālāk. Un aizvakar bija objektā, un tad pilnīgi identiski vienādi veidņi. Vienā pusē tika izmantot eļu, otrā emulsija. Vienkārši gribējās parādīt, kāda ir atšķirība. Iestrādes process viss vienāds, bet reku ir eļa un labā pusē ir emulsija un eļa ir kreisā pusē. Iespējams tie paši laikapstākļi, temperatūras maiņas, vēl kaut kas eļa ir kaut kur bišķiņi nav tik šķidra vai vēl kaut kas, neesmu ķīmiķis, bet rezultāts. Mazs faktors. Uzreiz ietekmē, par 180 grādiem ietekmē to sienu. Un, kā jūs teicu, viena no tām virsmām, es neceros, šitā ir plastikāta vai nav plastikāta, Ir lietas, ko uz plastikāta virsmas ar aci tu neredzi, bet tiklīdz tu iebetonē, tu redzi katru mazāko mikroskrāpu uz tās plastikāta virsmas. Un tas viss atspoguļojas uz sienas. Tas pats, kas ar to koka lapu. Bet, nu, labs piemērs, kad katra detaļa ir svarīga un kāds neizvibrē, kāds kaut kur ir, nezinu, laikapstākļi, ziemas sniegs, augstums un tā tālāk, viss ļoti ietekmē. Rezultāts, nu, rezultāts arī ir interesants. Kādam apmierina, kādam neapmierina tie rezultāti, bet, nu, galvenais jau, lai mēs esam apmierināti rezultāti balstoties uz izmaksām, ko mēs esam ieguldījuši. Ja mēs esam rēķinājuši, ka tas būs 1000 eiro, un mēs saņemam pa 1000 eiro, un tā kvalitāte mūs apmierina, hei, nu, ir ļoti labi. Ja? Jo jūs redzējāt, sagatavošanas process bija jauni saplāksnes ielikts veidņos, nu, tad arī kvalitātei, respektīvi, jābūt no veidņa puses labai, bet ir vēl 10 faktori, kas ietekmē to sienas kvalitāti. Ja? Tā kā, jā, nu, tas ir pats galvenais, lai cena un kvalitāte atbilst pašu prasībā. Tātad nākamo prezentācijas daļu es nodošu Hjunebeka pārstāvjiem, viņš izstāstīs pa vienu universitātes projektu, bet no Rāmerēnas sadaļas, lai visām pusēm iesaistītājām, jā, rezultāts liek priecāties. Tas ir novēlējums no Rāmerēna jums katram veicot savu projektu. Un tad es došu vārdu Hjunebeka, mūsu piegādātājam, Andreas Gugelmaier. Welcome to the stage.
Hello. So I proceed with English. Does it work? No? And as I took from Hjunebeka a sample to make a little bit clear what far-face surface projects demand and what is important to do for the main contractor and the construction staff to get certain results. Our project, what we want to show, is University Kassel. It is an auditorium and a campus center, where even in the tender stage, the quality of concrete was so complex and so difficult that all parts immediately, even in the tender stage, in the documentation, demanded SB class 3 and SB class 4, matching your Latvian, I think, status of AA. You have a different classifications, but most people of you know, probably even on the Euro norms, we have SB1, like Sichtbeton, class 1, 2, and 3 and 4 is the way where you have tolerances less than, we are talking about millimeters on a meter square jump. So that one is a view. The complicated situation for that was that the whole levels were different, that there's a lot of open spaces, different levels to concrete, and the joints shall be in the whole structure at the end, viewable, horizontal, all in the same level. Same with the anchor. The anchor holes needed to be in a raster from 1 by 1 meter, totally all over the elements which have to be shown. The construction company used then provided Betoplan top. On that and on elements we built more or less a 2 by 4 meter complete H20 wheeler elements. And that was following exactly our tolerances for fence in accordance to the D norms. We had the part for SB3 5 millimeter tolerance on a surface of 1 meter is allowed, and even the higher portion was only to come up till 3 millimeter tolerance only. Corners either were smaller than 10 millimeter tolerance. For the lift shafts, box outs, and in even the areas, all this tolerance should have been applicable. But this, here you see a sample. We started with analyzing the whole project together with the contractor, set the rental period complete up, and planned a complete ideal set of equipments in square meter, who shall cover the budget and also the timeline in complete. Yeah, so it came out at 330 square meter elements from SB1, then done by H20 whalers and put on Betoplan, then 150 square SB3 and 180 square of SB4, which is the highest of Farface class. Therefore, they designed 22 pieces out of it, looked at the setup and said, attacked the whole project from the top down to the period, what they have to concrete it. And then at the next stage, we agreed with the client to do a workflow and also pour test walls, or what you saw mock-up at stage on site, to do with the same team a certain quality check together with the client and the architect, and documented each of these steps and say this will be the quality you allow, which we will provide, and that will be the afterwork. Maybe if and exactly divided which part have to be done and supplied by the formwork suppliers, which one have to be done by the concreting team, and what concrete you need to use, and how you warrant all parts of the process a similar quality. And the most difficult is, if you look at that, we started in summer, and even and the whole process went over more than a year. And also you have winter. We have the jumps of temperature. We have weather conditions who are different, and that is the main point where is challenging to the teams. Do you analyze exactly if some anchor hole come out like this, and you need to work it out and finish it like that? It's documented. It must be clear who does it. Is it this is a job of the concreting team, and what it costs, and also always try to make clear this quality of Farface is cost intensive. It's more expensive than a normal standard element wall, and that's why we need definitely to clarify things like that up front. I make here a sample that we had very sophisticated box outs, what we designed even in 3D up front to make it exact, and then manufactured these box outs, the forms, and concreted like this. That's the result after. Also, very important part is how to clean and store the elements in between the stages where they get used, or how to store them during the period where they're not in use, that you avoid the damaging or even problems in the next stage, that that it will be in a similar quality. Here's a sample. There was also a very complex steel beam, what we have to produce, to reinforce, and then at the end of the day, concrete around. And also a part which is important, protect your work. So if it's done, you need to clarify, also protect the joints, protect the afterwork, because during all the process of construction, I don't need to explain anybody here what happens on site. So they damage stuff, and then you document, you have it finished, that is beautiful, and then afterwards you have a lot of damages because they're moving equipments or smashing corners or things like that. Here we see what I already said, pictures under construction of the whole site. It was here temperature, nice weather, warm summer, but we had either the situation then in winter, and then we are talking about that the quality come out, it must be always similar, and it helps if you have a team, a concreting team who does the same steps in the same way and stays on site, let's say, and not changing the teams if possible, and then the other ones mix things up, and then the results getting not as the client wants. That was in pictures under construction, where the scenic was already almost finished in the Rohbauphase, and that was the result at the finish short before the opening of the university tract at that part. And if you look on the results today, even if somebody went in or have a look on things like that, it's amazing what you can do. But the planning and the costs and the whole project was quite challenging for all parties, but the result showing that it was worthwhile to do it. You see here that the steel beam truss, which is also at the end far-face concrete, and the final building after it's in use from outside. Here, beautiful auditorium, the access, it's looking nice. I think I'm over the time already a little bit, so there are a few other references we could show, as with SP3 class, where you have a few photos and how you build it. We are open, and I say thank you, and we are open for your requests. Contact Arnis and his team from Rariant, and we are willing and able to support you. Thank you.
Jā, es arī varu pateikt jums visiem liels paldies, ka paklausījāties. Ceru, ka bija interesanti un noderīgi. Ja nu gadījumā jums kaut ko nepieciešams, konsultācija, arī konsultēji, tad droši varat vērsties pie manis vai pie Hunaper pārstāvu. Paldies!